Good morning from Atarau, Kazakhstan. We're heading into the city centre now because we need to get some insurance for storm. We were going to get it on the border when we crossed over, but the places that were selling it didn't look so official, so we wanted to make sure that we do have some genuine insurance. So we're going to head into the city now and see if we can find that. We do have an address where we're going to look at. But interesting enough, we're about to cross, is it the river Artrau?
Ural, I think it's pronounced, yeah.
And we're now in Europe, believe it or not.
I don't believe it. I've had to Google it 3 times. But yeah, like you said, we're going to cross back into Asia, or into Asia.
Yeah, exactly. I thought we left the line of Europe when we left Istanbul, but the European line is quite a squiggly one, so it's not as simple as I thought. So we're going to cross over this bridge now, and we're going to be back in Asia. Yeah,
so this river, the Ural River, it actually goes all the way up into Russia. So I think that we'll cross it possibly here, and then we're going to see it even further down. But the name Atarau actually means river delta in Kazakh, and it was renamed after they got their independence, which is quite cool. So I'm really excited to wander around this town. It's not somewhere that you would normally fly in and see.
No.
It's built off the kind of the oil industry here, isn't it? So
yeah, that's right. In the hotel where we're staying, they said they hadn't really had any tourists for like the past, was it 3 or 4 6 months or something like that? But most people that come here are on work because they're working for the oil industries. Yeah. But it's not as big a city as I thought, so we should be able to see it. But it's really spread out. As you can see, we've got loads of room around us. Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
We're just walking through one of the parks, and I think we need to turn down here to head over the river Ural. I'm excited.
So we can confirm that we are in Europe because it says it on this little plaque here, on this little monument. The bridge is just there, so let's go and cross into Asia today. I wonder if it's going to feel any different.
So we're just crossing over the bridge and heading into Asia, and it's quite interesting because before we arrived here, I didn't know that it was split between Europe and Asia, unlike Istanbul, which I think everybody knows and is famous for.
Yeah, it's pretty famous.
So it's quite a unique thing, but it's also not. But it's unique to know about.
I'm guessing it's just because not many tourists come here, isn't it? Yeah.
But I feel like they should have taught you that in Year 7 geography as well as Istanbul. But we're nearly on the other side now, crossed over the Ural River, which leads onto the Caspian Sea, which hopefully we'll get a bit of a better viewpoint on later today when we take a little ride. But yeah, wonder where the sign is that we're back in Asia. So here we are back in Asia under a very European looking sign, which is quite cool. And now it's time to go and explore a little bit more of Atarau and find insurance for our motorcycle.
Right, we're here. It should be in this building here. It's Nomad Insurance. Right, we're set. We have insurance. So insurance for just under 2 months here in Kazakhstan came to a grand total of £10, which is an absolute bargain. I was expecting something like, I don't know, 70, 80 pounds for 2 months, but £10, that's a bargain. So now we've got that, that's our job done. We're gonna head into the city centre now, see if we can get a bite to eat and yeah, see what's there.
How excited are you at £10 insurance?
Yeah, very good. I wish it was a £10 insurance for everywhere, isn't it? I mean, they're still insuring the same value, so.
Well, it's crazy. A great place here if you are coming to explore Kazakhstan. Pop in here. It's lovely and air conditioned, and it's a little bit more secure than getting it out of the border where we were being pounced on instantly.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't entirely sure if we were just going to get given a piece of paper on the border one and off you go again, but yeah.
It's nice that they you can see them putting everything in.
Absolutely, yeah. You can pay by card as well. It couldn't be easier. It's great.
Perfect. I think we should head back the way that we came and then cross the Ural Sea again.
Yep.
Or the river, and then see if we can find a little spot of lunch.
We're back on the European side now, and we're heading to a shopping centre just to get away from this heat. It is pretty hot at the moment.
We also need to pick up a little bit of cash, so
yeah,
it's always good to get it in a big mall and hopefully experience a Kazakh supermarket and some shops. I'm very intrigued about it.
Yeah. Although I'm not going to get that much cash out, to be honest, because so far everywhere here in Kazakhstan has accepted card.
It's all Apple Pay.
Very easy.
Great.
But this is the main square that we're walking in now, and the thing you notice about here is it is absolutely spotless. When you look around, there's not one bit of rubbish or anything out of place at all.
No, it's beautiful. And it's because they've got the space in the room, everything's kind of spread out, so you don't feel like, you know, when you're in a city, sometimes you feel like everything's on top of you. It doesn't feel like that. It's super calm. As you can hear, there's not one beep, not one siren, nothing. It's just quite a wonderful place to be.
It is, it's very peaceful.
And inside the square is this.
Yeah, this is their main monument here. Now, I think these guys were they freedom fighters, poets as well, and they led an uprising in the 1800s against the Russian rule.
Good for them.
Found a cash point. Going to take about 90 euros out, as we're going to be here quite a while. And that's what Kazakhstan money looks like. It's quite colourful, isn't it? Bye bye shade.
Bye bye air conditioning. All right, we're off. And we're on our way to Aktobe. Now, once we're out of the city, we'll talk to you a little bit more about the route and why we've chosen to go this way. But for now, we just need to navigate getting out of the city. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
And first things first is topping up Storm as much as we can with fuel before we head on the long journey north.
I quite enjoyed our time here. It was nice. It's a nice place, very chilled, very relaxed. The city centre is actually quite a nice place. Very interested too.
$95 is the premium.
Take a bit of that, eh?
Yeah. Fill it up as much as you can.
Bit of that premium.
So while Sean has just run in to put some money in the to buy the fuel, you have to prepay for it here. I thought I'd just tell you what kind of the plan is. So we're heading to Aktobe. It is very, very far away. It is 618 kilometers. Reckon that's going to take around 8 hours. Now you're probably thinking, why are you guys not going southeast towards Uzbekistan? The one border that is from Kazakhstan to Uzbekistan on this side is closed to any vehicle that's not a truck. So anything under 3.5 tons you cannot pass through. It's been closed for I think 3 months now, and it's going to be closed for the indefinite future. Whether that, I think it kind of, some people are saying it's going to open in September, some people have said it's going to be next year. We just don't know. That was our original route. That was route 3 of my plan. The route was to go from there and then through Nukus, I think it's called, and then down to Samarkand. That route we cannot do anymore. So there are 3 options across this section. There was that route. There was the second route, which is a off-road gravel track that goes next to a pipeline that is around, I think, 1,000 kilometers. There are no fuel, no water, no shops, and if it rains you basically are in a clay mess. That was route 2. And then there is this route that we're going to take, which basically takes us all the way up to Aktobe, and then we drop down to the Artrau Sea. So we've gone with this route. It's not the route that we wanted to do. We wanted to go through this south route through Uzbekistan, but we just can't. So we adapt and we change. And this is now our plan, is to head up to Aktobe. I don't know if we're going to get there in a day. Sean thinks that we will. There are a couple of petrol stations that I've seen along the way. The problem is that we don't know if they have 95 or what quality of fuel they have. So we're going to fill up Storm all the way to the top. Most of this road has been recently resurfaced, so it should be an easy ride, but apparently there are sections that are not. It's going to be a mixed bag. We don't really know what to expect, other than a lot of camels and wildlife on the road, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, it's going to be a hot, deserty, sandy route. There's not much along the route to see. I think there's a place that you can go and dig for fossils, but it's quite far off the main road, so I'm not sure if we're going to do that or we're just going to beeline it to Aktobe and then we'll start heading southeast from there. So that's kind of the plan, and that's the reason that we're taking this route. It's kind of our only option. We could have done the off-road route that kind of goes next to this like train line or a pipeline. But we've heard horror stories about it, and we've asked a lot of the locals, and we've also asked a lot of other overlanders, and they said don't bother, it's not worth it. We'd have to be carrying so much water and so much fuel to be able to do it. So I don't think it'd be a very enjoyable experience. This way, if we get to Aktobe today, great, we can then be in Artrau tomorrow, and then we can kind of be heading towards Kyrgyzstan and Samarkand and Tashkent and all these other really exciting places. Here, the whole journey is just being here. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a matter of, oh, I need to see this and this and this here in Kazakhstan. It's just like, we're in Kazakhstan and we're in the desert. That's kind of the vibe. So I've got food. I've got enough water to last us if we do get stuck. We've obviously got the tent. If we need to camp, we'll camp. If we find a hotel, we'll stay at the hotel. If we make it to Aktobe, we'll get a hotel there. It's kind of a do whatever we want kind of day, but it is going to be a long one, 8 hours. It is 12:30 right now, so we're leaving in the peak sun, which is not ideal, I know, but it just worked out the best this way. This morning we had a big breakfast and are able to sustain ourselves for hopefully these 600 kilometers. I think Sean is coming back now. He'll have prepaid for the fuel, and let's get storm full and let's do these kilometers.
Well, I tried to refuel here, but apparently the 95 fuel is in that big tanker behind us there, so we'll have to wait 45 minutes. I think we'll go to another fuel station. There's loads around here.
Yeah. I mean, we've still got 300 kilometers. It's nearly 700, isn't it, to Aktobe, so...
yeah, I think it's 6, is it? Something like that. Right, in another station, they've got fuel in this one, so that's all good. Gonna fill it right to the brim as we're heading into the desert. There are fuel stations along the way, but would be a bit of peace of mind having a full tank before we head off. So we should have just about enough kilometers in one tank to get us to Aktobe. Just paid for fuel, and I didn't realise how cheap it is for fuel here. I know that they do have a massive oil industry here, so you would expect so, but I didn't think it'd be this cheap. It is 240 of their money per litre for 95, which is the premium fuel here, which is a grand total of 34 pence a litre. So we have just put almost 22 litres in, so almost a full tank for about 7 quid. That's an absolute bargain.
But that does not mean that you can use it all up and hoon, because there's not many fuel stations. And I actually have read money done, yeah. Yep. Bye bye.
Don't worry. Thank you, mate. I was very concerned that we hadn't paid our £7 there. It's all good, mate. Right, this is the first hour of our desert ride today. I'm not thinking it's going to be particularly exciting. We did Google some points of interest along this 600 kilometre journey, but we didn't really find any. There was one little plateau, but it was quite a bit out of the way, so we're not going to go to that. We're going to pretty much go straight through the desert. I'm hoping there's going to be a few camels. That might add a bit of excitement along the way.
It's just about being here in Kazakhstan in the desert. It's good enough for me.
Yeah,
that's exciting enough.
It is something to experience, isn't it? The vastness of this desert landscape. First camel sightings of the day. We're actually on both sides of the road. Morning, guys. We've just passed we just passed the town of Dosser, I think it was called, and now we're on the long straight road marked by that monument. I'm not sure who that is.
Must be one of their warriors. He was cool though. But yeah, this is now hour 2 on the road officially.
Yeah. We've gone past a few dried up salt lakes. They were quite interesting to see. Didn't really get close to them though. There's quite a lot of trucks on this road.
As you'd expect.
Yeah, when you get stuck behind one, it gets quite hot. But
yeah, you
it's quite
really
easy.
need the breeze, don't you?
Yeah, that bit of breeze is lovely. It's actually 37 degrees on the clock, but it's not too bad actually. you can feel the air going through the suit, so it's quite nice. I'm just paying attention that my cuff here is covering my wrist, otherwise I'll have a nice red mark when we get to the hotel tonight.
So we've just pulled over after completing, I think it's been around 2.5 hours of riding in basically this, the vast desert. We were just parked up Storm because there's a little shop here and a place to use the toilet, and I think we're gonna grab some snacks because it feels like that kind of a day. It's definitely a snack kind of day. Hello. Hi.
Easy Gizagi.
This one is good.
Kazakhstan,
This one is the best one.
Yeah, for Kazakhstan.
Okay, we take one of these then.
Вот это и вот.
Yeah, both, two.
What?
How much? How much? This okay?
Да.
Yeah.
Привет, I'm Moni. Меня зовут Жалгас. I'm Kazakhstan.
And he's just given me all of these crisps. He will not let me pay. Very kind. Keep these, yeah?
That's the first 150-ish kilometers done of this vast desert, and it is indeed vast. It's crazy that you're just riding big long straight road and the GPS saying like turn left in 425 kilometers or something. So it's yeah, it's going to be quite a day today, and it's great to experience the desert. This little place that we've pulled in has been a bit of a godsend, really. What we've got here, these are recommended by the boy, were they?
Yeah, he recommended these two. He said that they are from Kazakhstan, so give it a try.
What's this, like a lime? This would be like a mojito then, wouldn't
It
it?
should be.
It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, what about the other one? I think that's a pomegranate.
Yeah, it's like an alcohol-free cocktail. This one's pomegranate.
I hope it's alcohol-free.
You can see why they have like 450ml cans here. Got to replace the fluid. That's really good too. It actually does taste like pomegranate juice. I don't know how much pomegranate is in it.
So we are gonna have these snacks and then get back on that very long, very straight road.
Right, after about 9 hours on the road, we are finally here in Aktobe, and we're making our way to the hotel now. I think we've got about 10 minutes until we get there.
It's been a heck of a day.
It has, hasn't it?
Not for the reason you think. The roads have been impeccable. Impeccable.
Oh, yeah, like freshly laid tarmac the entire journey, and not a single pothole.
Not one.
Not one. And we were thinking that this was going to be a part of the journey that was going to be tough. But it was quite the opposite. It's been actually the easiest part of the journey so far.
It's just been long because we've done 650 kilometers basically from where we left in Atarau. So it's been a long day and it's been very hot. We actually got to over 40 degrees at one point, and even now it's 31 degrees at 9 o'clock. So it was a hot ride, but we kind of got into a zone and just didn't stop and just went for it. It was quite a windy ride as well. It's fast speeds because the roads were so good. So we were doing a consistent, would you say 100 kilometers an hour, 90 to 100?
Yeah, doing 100. The speed limit was 100, so we were doing the speed limit all of the time. But it was a strange ride in the fact that, yeah, it was boring because it was just one big long straight road. But on the other side, we're here in Kazakhstan and it's a desert and it's amazing. So yeah. It was a funny feeling.
It was like interesting but boring at the same time.
Yeah.
I've never had that before, and it was amazing. We've still got so much more of the desert here to see. But it's been nice to kind of do a big day for us to be able to slow down the rest of Kazakhstan, because there wasn't anywhere to stay really along this route. There's a couple of very small hotels. There was 1 or 2 truck stops along the route, little pull-in places, but mostly it was just vast desert. We passed through 1 or 2 small village type towns. But other than that, it was just vast nothingness like I've never experienced before. I've never been able to stare into the horizon for 9 hours and not really see anything. That's new.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
But we've arrived. We're in Aktobe. I don't really know anything about this town.
No, I don't know a whole lot either. They look like Soviet era apartments with the patterns on.
Yeah, they do.
We did see a few Soviet style signposts on the way in as well, like one of them had the wheat on, so I think there must have been like a farming town just as we got in. But it'll be interesting to see what's in this town. If it's anything like the last town that we were in this morning, it'll be really nice.
So I thumbs up everywhere. I jumped on booking.com to see if there were any hotels around, and there was one for £29, I think it was, with breakfast. It looked like it got a good car park, so I instantly booked it. I didn't really do any research into it. I was just like, that'll do.
Yeah,
Too tired.
That sounds good, doesn't it?
But
I get
hopefully
it.
there's a place we can find a little bit of food.
Maybe. We do have our emergency meals with us, so we could crack one of them open tonight if we wanted to. But again, it's got a really nice, chilled out feel to it. Yeah, I like the towns in Kazakhstan so far. I like the people too. They're really friendly.
How long to the hotel?
We've got 7 minutes, just under 5 kilometres.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you all day. You alright?
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
oh, it's
not
on
too
green. Go, go, go.
Green light.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
Is it? It's not too bright either. Just in time for sunset.
I can't believe we made it here. I didn't think we were going to make it, as in I thought we would tap out.
Well, you don't really have a choice, do you? Because there's nowhere to tap out to. Once you pass that like final place where you could maybe get a motel or something, you're committed.
Yeah. So everyone that's thinking, oh, is the 1300 GSA comfortable? Well, that was 600 kilometers in 9 hours, and we got off once.
Yeah, we did. That's quite good. I didn't even realise we didn't stop much.
No, we didn't. Thanks to Stormy's big fuel tank.
I think we could have just got here on one tank, but we topped up halfway just in case.
Range anxiety got to you, didn't it, Sean?
It sure did, yeah.
I think it's over there, isn't it?
Yeah, that green, is it that with the green glass?
Might be.
I think
It
it
looked
is.
really nice when it quickly browsed the photos.
Yeah, I'm sure it's great. Well, there's a petrol station there for the morning.
Happy, Sean?
Yeah.
Especially at £7 a tank.
Absolutely, I'll take some of that £7 a tank refuels.
Yeah, it's that one on the corner. But I think it's also got a food place underneath.
Ah, yeah.
Cool.
Just bump it up here,
Nice. Well done. 600 kilometres.
Finally here, I think it was, wasn't it? Let's have a look.
650, I think.
Just cancel the Calimoto recorder. End
Can't
ride.
feel my bottom.
Can you not? I'll feel it for you if you want. Yeah, it was 617 kilometres with 8 hours of continuous riding.
That's ridiculous. Let's not do that again.
No, let's not. Well, we might have to. We'll see. You gonna do the honours?
Of course.
Behold our gigantic room. There is no shortage of space here. This was quite a cheap room actually. I can't remember what Em got it for. I think she said something like £29 a night, including breakfast. It is a twin room unfortunately, but not to worry, for that price we can't complain. Today has been quite an epic day. We've done, what was it, something like 600 kilometers. It had to be done. Didn't really miss anything, to be honest, on the way. Was mostly just a big desert, but it was very interesting to see. Lots of camels, horses, cows, everything. Lots of trucks on the road as well, but I'm glad we've got that done and out of the way. The road system here in Kazakhstan was the biggest shock. There was not one single pothole today on this 9-hour journey. Such impressive road system they've put in here. This was supposed to be the hard part of the journey. Was expecting like off-road tracks, trails, gravel, everything. None of the sort whatsoever. So again, I don't know if I needed to put the 50/50 tyres on. However, the Karoo 4s I think are going to be my new favourite tyre. They've performed so well today on the road, and I know they perform well off-road as well because it's the same tyre I used for the off-road trainings I did in Hechlingen. But yeah, they're looking good, and there's almost no wear on them, and they've already done a couple of thousand kilometers. We put them on in Georgia, Tbilisi, we've used them all the way through Russia, and now in Kazakhstan. So yeah, I'm interested to see how they get on over the next few days. The plan for tomorrow, I think we're going to head to the village of Artrau. Again, that's another 500 kilometers. Whether we'll do that in one hit tomorrow, I'm not sure, but if we do get there, we could base ourselves there for a little bit because there's a little bit more to see around that area. But we're pretty tired after today. We've just got something to eat. Next door from the hotel was a little takeaway place. We got some basic rice dishes from there. We didn't feel like venturing out. Em's grabbing a shower, and we're just going to head to bed as well because we are absolutely tired after today. It's been hot, it's been long, and it's been a little bit boring as well, but we've got that big section done. I'm looking forward to exploring some of the other parts of Kazakhstan, the greener parts where it's more lush, because I've heard it's absolutely spectacular. So yeah, we're going to get some rest now, and then we're going to continue our journey tomorrow through Kazakhstan.